take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's second and 6. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He finds his man complete. It's Wolf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Lance to throw on second down here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Wolf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive, and I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Breece Hall with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets respond to that opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 3rd and 5. Yeah, Herbert going to shift his guys around. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and a big one is here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Jets, Mecole Hardman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. At their own 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. These two teams all tied after 1. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And a check down complete to Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, they'll run it here. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he is caught. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's got another one to Johnston. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. Will McDonald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Lance. Still going inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Throw left side complete. That's Wolf. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the run. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now Lance again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Herbert off of play action. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance, who dumps this one off here to Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Lance going to throw. Touchdown! Breece Hall on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Lance now on 1st down. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, here's Lance. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're going to try and throw. Incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Lance to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Well, he'll find Hall. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Lance. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Shotgun now for Lance. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To throw, it's Lance. And check down, complete to Hall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a second and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And quickly they get to the line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Lance on third down. That's complete right around the 8. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
He's got it at the 15.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Lance.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Again, it's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He will have the first down and a bit more.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Play action. It's Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're good to...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Lance looking to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And Lance going to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 3rd down. Lance.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Lance now on 1st down.
This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shedding the tackle. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
72 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Right back to him on first down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One last throw here for Herbert. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going